Getty Images. When it comes to privacy issues, Americans' trust in Facebook is taking a nosedive, a new poll shows. Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook continue to face backlash from politicians and the public over the Cambridge Analytica scandal. A poll released this weekend by Reuters shows that only 41% trust Facebook to obey U.S. privacy laws. By comparison, 47% of those polled say they trust Yahoo, a site that suffered its own pair of personal data breaches in 2016, while 60% trust Microsoft and 62% trust Google. Amazon leads the major tech companies with 66%. Also read, the 5 biggest threats to Facebook after the Cambridge Analytica fiasco. In addition, a majority of those polled said they don't like the targeted advertising that websites create with their personal data and want the government to step in and regulate Silicon Valley. Of those polled, 63% said they want to see less targeted advertising on sites they use, compared to 9% who say they wanted more. Meanwhile, 46% of adults said they want more government regulation when it comes to companies' handling of private data, while 17% said they want less. Last week, it was revealed that political data firm Cambridge Analytica, which is co-owned by former Trump White House senior advisor, Breitbart chairman Steve Bannon and conservative billionaire donor Robert Mercer, was able to access the personal data of 50 million Facebook users without their permission. That data was then used to build a psychological profile of user and was purchased to aid President Trump's 2016 campaign. In response to this news, Facebook announced that it was banning Cambridge Analytica from advertising on its site, but that didn't save the company from suffering a big hit to its stock and reputation. Shares in the company dropped 14% last week, resulting in a personal loss of $10 billion for Zuckerberg. Also read, Facebook's Sheryl Sandberg, "We definitely didn't realize the gravity of user data leak on Twitter, the hashtag." Politicians in the US and UK voiced their outrage and have demanded that Zuckerberg and other top Facebook executives testify about the data leak before Congress and Parliament. On Sunday, Zuckerberg took out a full-page ad in the New York Times to address the leak, calling Cambridge Analytica's actions a breach of trust, and promising that Facebook is now taking steps to make sure this doesn't happen again, including reviewing all apps on the site that handled large amounts of data before the leak. "We have a responsibility to protect your information. If we can't, we don't deserve it," Zuckerberg wrote. The ad had Zuckerberg's signature on it and was placed on page 15 of the Sunday edition of The Times. Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg apologizes with full-page newspaper ads. https://t.co/1g3ubibs3v via todain pic.twitter.com/ekfoxbu. Nigeria News Desk. At Nigeria News Desk, March 25, 2018. Netflix's Black Mirror is a dark satire that explores how technology affects our humanity. It makes its points through exaggeration, but not too much exaggeration. Some of the episodes hit painfully close to home, because the situations and tech they portray aren't far off. Here are 5 examples. Netflix Season 3, Episode 3, Shut Up and Dance. Perhaps the most gut-wrenching episode of Black Mirror finds a young man racing to meet blackmailer's demands after they use his laptop's camera to catch him in a compromising position. Guess what? This has already happened in real life. Netflix hackers can, and do, watch people on their own cameras. The U.S. Justice Department's website tells the true story of sextortionist Luis Mahongos, who prosecutors accused of spying on more than 200 women through their webcams, and blackmailing some of them. If you want to tape over your camera lens before you keep clicking through this gallery, we'll wait. Netflix Season 2, Episode 3, The Waldo Moment. A failed comedian voices a cartoon bear who berates politicians without adding anything substantive to the discussion. Voters love it. Netflix Season 3, Episode 1, Nosedive. This brilliant episode, starring Bryce Dallas Howard, images a world in which everyone is constantly ranking each other. Rankings establish social status. Would you believe at least one country is already trying to make this a reality? Netflix BBC News reports that the Chinese government is developing a social credit system that compiles fiscal and government information, including minor traffic violations, and distills it into a single number ranking each citizen, one company. Meanwhile, Sesame Credit encourages its 400 million users to share their credit scores with